To all my friends who subscribe to me and the bots, I just want to tell you something. Myth number one: supply does matter. Type of pencils, type of paper. I just want to tell you, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't matter what kind of pencil you draw with, and also what kind of paper you use. It's still the same. If you know how to draw, you will develop a better drawing on any surface. You can't draw with your nails on the wall. Don't do that. And you can draw on any paper. Use A4, printing paper, regular pencil, graphite. Now, the type of pencil maybe has some difference. For example, if you want to use charcoal instead of graphite. But what brand of charcoal really doesn't matter. Barbecue, use the charcoal. Any paper. I know you look at some Instagram artists and some YouTube artists and you say, oh, look at the pencils they use, the supply they use, the paint they use, the brushes. I want to get that to make my art better. It really doesn't. It won't help. Just let me tell you this, it won't help. You go to Amazon and you start buying things and you think, oh, I'm gonna spend money on this and this. And now your bank account is dipping and the supply you get, you probably don't even use it. So just be real with yourself. Does it really matter? No, it doesn't. Myth number two: how long it takes for me to be better at drawing and art. There is no time limit. There's no due date. There is no a specific schedule that you're gonna get to it and you say, all right, I'm done. There's none of that. It's a journey of a lifetime. Even good artists continue to draw and paint, and they feel better every day. Their art also develops more and more and more. It is not like, can I just have like 6 months? Can I be better? Yeah, you can, but it's not the end of it. If you practice every day for 1 year, yeah, technically, yes, you can. But the problem is, this is not the end of it. You're going to continue. And you're going to continue. And if you leave it, your hands start forgetting all the magic that you learned in the first period of time that you trained yourself. So really, there's no specific time or date or any period of years. You're just going to continue. And that's actually the beauty of it. Because if you think that there is only a specific time and I will get to it and you reach that level, then that's it. It looks like you completed that stage. And what do you do next? And if somebody else reached that stage before you, then you think, oh, I failed. No, you just continue with it. No one will reach a specific point and they say, oh, I'm done. That's it. You just continue. You practice every day, whatever you have, until you develop naturally, a little bit by little bit. And it's good to have something with you the rest of your life, to eternity. There's a question here from Ricardo. That's just an imaginary friend. I ask myself these questions. Can we use a projector? Yes and no. Now you can use it, but if you don't know the basics of drawings and how things are actually constructed, you won't be able to make it right. The problems you will face, your projector has to be exact, 100% correct, projecting that picture on whatever you're tracing on. Okay? The second thing is, am I overexposed? I don't think so. The focal lengths of lenses is gonna have some distortions to the face. Sometimes you get closer, further, you pull your face in. Those are important stuff you have to know about. So if you use a picture, you don't know what lenses they used to shoot with, and then it's gonna distort the face. And you're gonna just trace the distortion. And then you think that you're tracing everything correctly, but in the end, it's just gonna look weird and bizarre. One of the things that you're supposed to know while you're even tracing something, you know how to deal with the depth of field, and in drawing the edges, how you treat all these elements to create something correct. I know you're bored, just hear me out. So for the supply type and what kind of pencils, don't matter. Just go get you any cheap pencils that you find in the store or you have at home, and just use printing paper, anything, any paper you have, and keep practicing. Draw everything you see, everything. Just observe, keep drawing, strengthen your hands and your eyes. And sometimes if you have a sketchbook, to try to make, look, so I painted this on the cover. This is oil painting on the cover of my sketchbook because, yeah, the cover was boring, and I was bored, and he looks boring too. He looks bored too, and you're probably bored by now. I'm leaving. So create things, draw different things. Don't stick to one style. Try multiple things, different paints, different pencils, use pens, pencils, charcoal, create lines, crazy things. Just express yourself. Don't be limited and lose that tension that you have. Just apply it to a paper. Get it out. We need to see it. Get it out. Also, important thing, you have to do mistakes. You have to. In order to show your friends or your family members some artwork that you did, because you're afraid of criticism, you have to accept it. It's part of the process. You have to understand that. Painted this. Bad. And then I painted this. And I like it. So you have to be patient with yourself. And you have to accept the things that you don't like, so you can appreciate the beautiful things later. That's all I have today. So go draw something. Go.